Hey guys, what's up? It's Poopj here with Damn Gamers, and today I'm going to be doing another story time. So, here we go. You guys seem to have really liked my last video, the one where I talk about taking tokes of the devil's lettuce, and it was a good story. I will admit. I don't really like to I don't really like to say good things about myself because I'm really insecure, but thank you. My dick is enormous and I'm very attractive. So, anyway, now I feel like talking about another drug story I have because I do a lot of drugs. I've done a lot of drugs. I still do a lot of drugs. My dad is a drug head. I work in a drug store, so you know, I'm literally a drug. You know what I mean? If someone bit me, they would get high out of my blood because I do so many drugs. Anyway, this is the first time I did a mushroom, or shrooms as the cool kids call them. So it was the summer of 1987. Me and my friend Jake just got out of high school, you know. We're bored. We're at my house. We're playing some N64, you know. We're playing some Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time because that was literally the greatest game of all time. I haven't played a single game ever since Ocarina of Time. Ever since that game came out, like, I've not even stopped playing it. It's that good. So, anyway, we were playing that. We were, like, you know, looking for Majora's Mask and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. And then, for some reason, he just like, dude, are you like interested in doing mushrooms? I'm just like, well, yeah, because I mean, him and I have, you know, we've done drugs before, you know, we've smoked weed before. Him and I have. So, I mean, he knows that I do it. I know he does it, and he was just like, dude, you want to do something else? Like, I mean, like, he's like, this stuff's crazy. I mean, it's not addictive or anything like that. And I'm just like, dude, that's fucking queer as shit. Give me something that'll actually keep me hooked. I might forget it. And then he's like, okay, how about cocaine? I was like, okay, later on. But first, what was the one thing you were going to talk about? And he's just like, okay, there's these things called mushrooms, right? I'm just like, uh-huh. And he's just like, they'll make you see stuff. And I'm just like, cool. And then, you know, he called up his friend. He picked up his phone. Was like, because, you know, phones, this is back in the day, so phones ran electricity back then. And he was just like, and he's just like, yo, I need some shrooms now. And then dude's like, that'll be $5. I'm just like, fuck, we don't have that kind of money. So my friend and I devised this plan where we both like bear hug him, like we're really like we're happy to see him, and then quickly snap his neck, like what's that one movie called? Toy Story 2. You remember when Buzz grabs Woody's neck and just like snaps it in half, and then he like sucks his soul out? Yeah. Anyway, we were thinking about doing that move, so we kept watching that scene over and over again, but we couldn't really find it, so we just decided to just, you know, hope for the best when it happens. So 3 months had passed, and the dude got back to us. He's just like, yo, you guys still there on the phone? And we're just like, yeah, we're here. Like, we said in this cool voice too. We're just like, yeah, we're here. I said it too because, you know, I wanted it to sound cool because yeah. And I'm just like, you got them? And he's just like, uh-huh. And then I'm just like, cool, let's do it. And then we went over to 7-Eleven where we're supposed to meet up. The phone rang again. We picked it up and it's like, no, wrong 7-Eleven. And it's like, okay. So we fucking hung up the phone again. We're like, and then we walked over towards the other 7-Eleven, which was right across the street. Really competitive street, actually. It's kind of sad. And we went over there, bought some hot dogs, ate them, put a little bit of it in our butts, and then we went behind the place, and we're just like, there he is. He's standing over there with the suitcase. He's just like, yo, are you Poop Jizzle and Jake? And we're just like, yeah. And then he's just like, cool, man. You guys here for some shrooms? I'm just like, yeah, motherfucker. I do drugs every day. And he's just like, cool, man. I do drugs every day too. And I'm just like, dude, we should hang out. I was like, yeah. I'm just like, you want to do shrooms with us? He's just like, yeah. So we completely threw out our plan to snap his neck, Toy Story 2 style, in substitution for actually being friends with him. And it turns out he was a really nice guy. You guys may have heard of him. His name is Jeffstro. He's a nice guy. Him and I make YouTube videos sometimes together. So that's how I met Jeffstro, through mushrooms. Anyway, I popped in the mushroom, and my friend put it in his dick hole. Jeff wedged it between his butt and ran 10 yards. And while I was sitting there, like, I waited a second. It wasn't really kicking in. I waited, and I unzipped my pants to jerk off a little bit, see if that'd kick it in faster, but then it just kicked in then. So I started seeing shit, man. I saw like a million different Ronald Reagans coming at me, and I was like, with Ronald Reagan here, with Ronald Reagan there, like, fucking Ronald Reagan was all over the place, man. It was beautiful. And after that, my high wore off, and I realized it had been literally 9 months, and I had gotten pregnant, and so I gave birth to a child. Of course, seeing as how I can't really give birth to children, that whole part was a lie, and I fooled you all. So you all owe me $1.25. So if you could donate that to my PayPal, link to the description at the bottom. Go ahead and click that link. Also, don't forget to add me on Facebook and MySpace. There you go. Anyway, yeah, the high wore off. It was interesting. I was just like, wow, that was wacky. And he's just like, Jeff was just like, dude, you have no fucking clue what wacky is. I live in Colorado, and I'm just like, dude, that's not even a real state anymore. And he's just like, yeah. And then Jake, we were wondering where Jake was, and then it turns out Jake actually committed suicide during our high because he was really sad. You guys may have heard of Jake. His name is Kurt Cobain. He made that one really famous song. Was it "Smells Like Weird Al Yankovic" or something like that? I don't exactly remember. So that's it, guys. I'm Poopj with Damn Gamers. Fuck you all.